in this will give you the urban platter. One thing good about that is that that plastic container is reusable. It's very handy. You can use it in your kitchen, and you can collect them. You can use them for a lot of things. So that's a really good plus point of that. I'm going to talk to both companies to see if they will add B12 and calcium into their product. Okay? So if they, I just experimented. I took a calcium tablet and I crushed it, and then I used the hand mixer and blended it into the soy milk powder when it made it, and it works really well. So hopefully they can do the same thing, but you can do the same thing at home too. Okay, that's just a little hint. Okay, all right. Now, other Indian products are out there. There's a company called Good Dot. They make a few products, but this is one of the ones that impressed me. There's something called Protease Plus. So it's like soy chunks, but it actually has a few different kinds of protein, not just soy protein, but yellow pea and other things too. And they've added B12 and vitamin D3 and zinc and iron and folic acid. They made a really, really nice product which you can use in biryani. You can use it in all kinds of different ways. You can make a scramble. You can do many different recipes. It's really good. So it's a great way of having plant-based protein. Again, hopefully over time they will streamline their packaging and make more eco packaging, but still it's pretty good. Let's talk about some myths. So keto diet. Yes, if you go on a keto diet, you can lose weight. But you can also, in the long run, probably get more chance of cancer, more chance of diabetes, more chance of heart disease, okay? People get mixed results. Some people actually do reduce their cholesterol because their diet was so bad that it actually improved on a keto diet. Depends how bad your previous diet was. But for some people, their diet was moderate and they went on a keto diet and their cholesterol went up, okay? Some people actually died of bowel ruptures. You hear disaster stories of keto as well, you know? And we don't have any long-term evidence that keto is beneficial for us, but we do have evidence in children who used a ketogenic diet for seizure prevention, and as they grew older, and they were on a keto diet for a long time, they had various vitamin deficiencies, they had premature osteoporosis, kidney stones, and other problems as well, premature heart disease, various complications these children had who were using it. Those are the only long-term studies that we have on keto diet, and they're not good. Okay. Now, maybe a vegan keto diet could be beneficial because there is a vegan keto diet. You can have bacon and eggs in your keto diet, but then there's other people who've done it with plant-based foods, which are probably much healthier. But I would still not promote that because I still like the whole diversity of all the different food groups. And in things like this, you're going to avoid fruits and so forth that are good for you, and whole grains, which are also shown to be beneficial to reduce some cancers, heart disease, diabetes, and things like that. Whole grains are proven to be good for us, okay? Which is my next topic, okay? So there's so many whole grains in India. Like I said, brown rice. We need to get Indians to eat brown rice, okay? And there are all the other different grains that are available in the world or in India. When the flour is rough and chunky, it's actually a little bit better than being too fine, okay? And remember not to put too much, oil or anything like that on you or into your rotis or whatever. Noting that whole grains, again, are beneficial for things like diabetes, heart disease, and cancers. There's 5-10% reductions in people who consume whole grains. Refined grains are bad for us, okay? And when people say, oh, carbs are bad, that's because the refined grains are bad. But the whole grains, you have to look at studies that separate whole grains versus refined grains. And one common thing that the animal agriculture industry does, they will look at studies that do not separate those things. Okay? So it conflicts the data if they don't separate for the quality of the grain. Protein is more complicated than people realize. There's a lot of people say, oh, eat anything plant-based and you're going to get enough protein. And some people get too much protein. But there are also some people who don't get enough. So you have to be a little bit rational. We need about 0.8 grams per kilogram of your ideal body weight. So think about your height and what your ideal body weight should be, and go for about 0.8 grams per kilogram. You can round it up to 1 gram per kilogram, that's okay. But you don't really have to go higher than that. And a lot of people actually need a little bit less. Maybe they need about 0.7 grams per kilogram, or even 0.6 grams per kilogram for many people is going to be fine. There's a bit of a variation in there. But if you aim for 0.8, it's a good number to aim for. Note that children and pregnant women and elderly people benefit from getting to that 0.8 or 1 gram range. They need a little bit more. And if you're an athlete, even still, 1 gram per kilogram is probably good for you. But if you need a bit more, if you're really training hard, you can go 1.5 or sometimes even 2. Now we don't know if it's good for you to eat that much protein in the long run, but athletes will do that because they're But note that you can get enough protein as an athlete. Has anybody seen the movie called The Game Changers? Okay, if you